In this tutorial, I will show you how to make this star animation in Procreate Dreams. We'll make a simple star like this, and then we can make some adjustments and make it look like this. I hope you will have fun learning Procreate Dreams with me and making this cute little animation. So let's start. Let's make a new project by tapping here on this plus. We can pick here square, tap on empty. And before we start, let's adjust here some settings. So tap here on the name, go to the timeline, pick here loop. Now go to the properties, and duration we can set to 3 seconds. Let's tap on done. Let's draw our star here. To draw something in the Procreate Dreams, we have to enter the draw on paint mode, so tap over here. Now let's swipe it down like this, and now we are here in a flipbook mode. We can take a color. Let's take something yellow, maybe like this, and let's pick a brush. Let's go here to calligraphy and take monoline brush. My brush size will be 100%, and let's draw a star shape. Draw it in the middle and draw it not too big. We can color this inside, so drag and drop the color in here. And now let's zoom in and just make sure that you don't have here empty spaces. There are some small lines here that are not colored now. So just go over them and make sure they will not be here. Okay, I would like my star to also have here outlines. For this I'm going to pick different color, something brown, maybe like this. And I want the outlines to look more like a sketch. So I will change the brush here. I'm going to take here my siakulaart pencil brush. If you don't have it yet, you can download all of my free brushes from my website. It is linked in the description of this video. So I'll make the brush size 100%, and I will just add here outline. Okay, now we have here our first frame. It's over here, and we are going to duplicate it. To do it, we can just tap over here and pick duplicate. Let's do it one more time. And one more time. Now, before we start modifying this, let's change the onion skin settings. So let's tap here, tap on show onion skin, and then edit onion skin. Here in the backwards option, let's change the frames to 2. And in the forwards, let's also change it to 2. Let's go back now to our second frame. This one. And I want this star over here to get bigger, rotate a little bit, and also I want here to have some lines coming out of it. So here in this draw on paint mode, we can't really do it so easily. We would have to redraw this, make it bigger, and also at an angle. But I would like my star to be exactly the same. And I know if I would draw it manually, it would probably be a little bit different. So here we can do those moves outside of the flipbook mode. Let's close this first, so just tap here. As you can see, now we have here all those frames that we just did. We can exit the draw on paint mode, so just tap here. And now if you hover above this star, you can see the options of making it bigger and rotating it. Before we do that, we can adjust the anchor point. So let's tap here on the 3 dots, edit anchor, and let's just make sure this is in the middle. So I'll just move it a little bit. Okay. And now let's tap on done. Okay, so let's make it bigger. You can just pull one of the corners like this. And now just rotate it. So you have here this little arc and you can rotate it. Now in the background you can see that previous frame. I will rotate it like this. And now let's draw those lines. To draw the lines we can go again to this draw and paint mode. Let's draw them like this. Okay, and now we can move on to the next frame. This frame I also want to rotate a little bit and get even bigger, and the lines I want them to be even further away. So again, we can go back to the other mode. Let's close this here. Again, we can adjust the anchor point. Put it more in the middle. We could have actually done it on the first frame and then duplicate that frame then, but that's okay. So now let's make it even bigger. Bigger than the frame before. So this is our second frame like this, and rotate it even more. Maybe like this. Okay, so now let's go to the draw and paint mode. So we can add here more lines. So I will make them here even bigger, like this. And it's okay if you will come outside here out of the stage. We can just reposition the star later. Okay, so my frame is here like this. Let's go to the next one. And over here, this star I want to rotate. I wanted to make it smaller than the first frame. And those lines will be very, very small. So first we can make it small and rotate it. Let's close this. Close this mode. And now, first adjust the anchor point. Tap on done. Let's make it smaller. Rotate it. So maybe now like this. And let's go to the drawing mode to draw those lines. Here I'll make the brush size smaller. I will make it 81. And I will draw those lines here very small, like this. Maybe I'll even make the brush size smaller. Maybe 56. Okay, so now for the next frame, I would like to have here only those lines. Let's go to the next frame. And we can just draw them here like this. Okay, and the next frame will also have just the lines, but only those middle ones. So just these lines, like that. Okay, let's close this mode. And now you can see your animation already. It's like that. I think maybe this frame, I want it to be a little bit smaller, maybe it's too big. I can still adjust it now. We can go out of this drawing mode and just make it smaller now, just a little bit. I think I exaggerated over here. Okay, and let's play this. You can see this is very, very fast now, way too fast. But you can still see your animation when you just go here with your pencil like that. So I like it like this. Now we can just adjust the timings here to make it slower. Let's have this whole one cycle of the movements last just 1 second. So this last frame should be here on the 1 second mark. So over here. Let's move it over here. You can just drag and put it over here. Okay. So we have here 6 frames and there are 24 frames in 1 second. So I want each of those frames to last for 4 frames. I hope that makes sense. We can extend them now. Let's start with this one. We have to zoom in here a little bit. And you can hold here on this end and then extend it. So just like that. Let's do it now for the other frames here. So let's start with the first frame, and if you hold it here, you see you can't move it, because it's blocked by the other frames over here. But we can do it by holding here this edge, putting your finger here, and then you can extend it. So just like that. Let's do it to the other frames. Hold it, put your finger here and extend it. Next one. Hold it, put your finger and extend. Now this one, we can hold it, put finger and extend. And now the last one. We can just make it go here and touch the other frame. So now let's see. Let's play this. So it looks like that. I think maybe I still want to adjust the size of this frame. Maybe I think it's still too big. So I'll make it smaller again. Let's see, yes. Okay, I like it now. So this animation is finished now. We have here our star. We set our timeline to 3 seconds. I want this animation to last 3 seconds. So let's add those frames again over here. We can duplicate them. First we need to group all of those frames. Let's go here to the timeline edit mode and just swipe your pencil across those frames like this. Now you can hold over here and pick your group. So now all those frames are in this group. Let's duplicate this group. So tap and hold and pick duplicate. And now we have here the same group. Let's do it again. Okay. So now we have here the animation going through the whole 3 seconds. Let's have some more fun with this. Let's add here 2 more stars and change their colors. So first we need to move this one maybe to this corner. To do it, we can just group all of those groups again. Let's swipe on them like this. Now tap and hold and pick your group. So now we have here groups within a group. Let's move this. So first we have to exit the timeline edit mode. And we can just grab this. We can select it and make it smaller. And maybe let's put it over here in this corner. Okay. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay. And now let's duplicate this. So to do it and duplicate it on a new track, we can tap and hold this, pick your track options, and pick duplicate. So now we have here 1 more star. Let's move it. Let's move this one maybe somewhere over here. We can make it a little bit bigger and maybe rotate it, so it doesn't start exactly the same as the other one. Let's do it again. So tap and hold, go to track options and duplicate. Now let's move this one over here. I'll make this one smaller. And I will rotate it too. Let's play. So we have here stars like this now. Let's change their colors. We can start here with this last one. Let's take the playhead to the start, let's tap on it, and add here filter. Go to HSB, and here we can change the color of this. Let's change the hue. Let's make this one pink. Maybe like this. And I will make it brighter a little bit. So I set the hue to 98 and brightness to 57. You can tap here to finish this. And now, as you can see, we have different color over here. Let's change the color of this star. So go to this group, go to the start, tap here, pick filter, HSB, and maybe this one can be blue. So I will make your hue 342, and I will also make it brighter. I'll make it 61. Let's play. And now we have different colors of the stars. How about we still change this? We can make this star appear on the screen not in the same moment as the other one. To do it, we can just simply move this maybe here to 1 second. Like that. So now when you play this, you see this one appears with a delay. Let's also adjust the third star. Let's go here, and we can move this maybe somewhere over here. Let's see. So this is how it looks now. And this animation is finished. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope maybe you can share your animation with me on my Instagram. I would love to see it. And if you would like to learn how to join Procreate, I have many step-by-step tutorials on my Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye!